For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com.
What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber94. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is Silver and Tempest is gonna come out soon, so I'll be able to distract myself from Yu-Gi-Oh! And play some Pokemon TCG with some new stuff, hopefully. The bad news is that when I come back, this game is still gonna be a damn mess. So I got some matches, of course. This is matches showcasing the worst out of modern contemporary Yu-Gi-Oh! And couldn't do much, but my opponent is going to do what I hate the most and go for some degenerate autopilot auto-win tactics that just built themselves, getting out this junk speeder card. If I ever would make like a top 10 or top 5 worst cards that I hate of all time, this card would definitely be in there. Junk speeder, just autopilot, auto-win, novice proof. Just get this dude out and it gives you 5 new monsters. I mean, you just create any card that just gives you free monsters, like multiple monsters for free, that you can just go for more extra deck plays in our current meta game. I mean, that's all you need. Just get a bunch of monsters, and if you could do that easily or for free, you can bring out all of the busted extra deck monsters, and any deck becomes top tier, basically, like becomes broken. That's it. This is why I hate the Tribe Brigade trap card too, Tribe Brigade Revolt, which lets you grab a bunch of those dudes for free. I hate this dude. The shitty little limitations they give them don't really matter when you can do what you want to do, and that is bring out broken ass monsters, bring out a bunch of monsters. That's why I hate them. I'll never understand, or actually I do understand, other cards with similar effects that got printed long time ago from the early days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards like Dimension Fusion. Soul Charge was a much newer card, but still, it's been like 10 years since then, almost. What else? Return from the Different Dimension. Oh god, what else? Rekindling. All of these cards, I think Rekindling might be around still, but these cards that just let you get multiple monsters on the field have been banned because they're too much. But then they're gonna make this Synchro dude that just lets you get a bunch of tuners. So this is what this guy's gonna do with no interruption. All of the tuners. He's gonna bring out all of the damn synchros and monsters that are gonna negate my shit and get to more broken stuff. And then you can't do anything else. It's auto win. All you have to fucking do is synchro summon to junk speeder. Like I've seen dudes just activate Max C, so it goes into the graveyard, just to summon Junk Synchron, get the Max C back, and then go for Junk Speeder, because that's all you have to do. You're gonna get all of your tuners, and then start synchroing with the Junk Speeder. You know, you get the first dude, and then you get the other dude. The other dude is gonna give you another dude to synchro again. We are where we are. Gotta sit through and watch this shit. How much I fucking hate it. So he got Baron to flirt out, got Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and then got the other Majestic Savior, whatever the fuck dude, Dragon 2. Negating stuff, attacking twice, not dying, all sorts of shit. Popping cards, and that's his game. This is how you win. So this is from the Duelist Cup. This bullshit was over there too. But I've got matches from all over the place. So let's go to game number 2, see what we got. This is from Ranked. I got my trusted little gadgets here. Obviously, they're not going to do the busted shit that these bullshit tactics do, bullshit decks do. Degenerate ass fuckery. So this dude, I think I talked about this deck before, or showcased it at least once. Crystal Hulkiverbrax is banned now. I don't know if he's going to bring him out, but this deck, what it does is you use a bunch of pendulum shit, ignite, you use these bitches from the Noble Knights. You try and get a link that can change your monster's type. You bring out Cyberstein, you make him psychic, then you can use Cyberstein's effect to get fusions for free. You get a bunch of guys that do some burn shit, and then you win. This is a straight FTK. I mean, word for word. He's playing first. I'm not going to get a turn. He's gonna do this crap. Pendulums, even though, you know, they changed the rules to weaken them, ironic, has... Anyway, I'm not even gonna mention how I'm gonna mention with the Arc 5 era, but yeah, here's Hulkifer Brax. He's gonna get this dude, go for the fucker. Yeah, Road Warrior. Who would have thought this card would have a use? But once again, with the Pendulums, even though they're weakened, they just do what I've mentioned shitty cards do. They just give you a way to summon multiple monsters without really any drawback. You know, how many special summons are you going to get? If you get a bunch of special summons, like 50 special summons in a turn, then you can do all sorts of broken stuff, like this. So Cyberstein, you know, free summons. You brought out those dudes, and it's gonna go for the burn shit. Indeed, indeed. Summon that dude as well, and I'm basically gonna lose 4,000 and then 4,000 more. FTK. Yeah, I wish I had Gores. If I had Gores in hand, I would have been the one to win. Anyway, so go into the next damn game. Gadgets once again, and this dude is gonna search out this pendulum guy again. Yeah, I believe this is gonna be the same tactic. That's why I have it here, just to show you guys that it's something that's fairly consistent. I mean, I think there's been cases where I even had like hand traps in hand, try and stop the shit, and it wasn't enough. I mean, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. I guess if you would stop Cyberstein with Infinite Impertinence, then they won't be able to get the FTK on that turn. But if you don't have your hand traps, you don't have any way to stop the shit, they can just do this. So he's bringing out his Soldier again, bringing out these Pendulum guys, bringing out some different monsters. I think there's a few different ways you can do this. I mean, at the end of the day, the final components you need are Cyberstein, the Psychic Equip card, whatever the name is. I don't think it's... Telekinetic Power Well is a different card. It's another card that revives tuners, that revives psychic monsters. There's Road Warrior. It's basically most of the stuff you need. And there's the Link dude, Reprodigus. Just a rare card too. And he's gonna be able to do the crap. Once again, FTK. FT fucking K. Alright. Wait for him to do the shit. And I'm quite certain, like, even though Crystal Hulkiferbacks got banned, I'm more than 100% certain you can still make this deck a reality. You just replace it with a different card that does similar shit, or it's just gonna let you just get extra summons, basically. That's what you do. So, get that defeat once again. Wasn't this brilliant? And onto the other game. I had to speed this one up. You guys are gonna see. I'm pretty sure I used this this footage, this gameplay match, in a different video. The one that I made that talks about what really ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a great watch if you really want to get to the root of why we are where we are today. I suggest you watch that video. But I've never really narrated it and talked about it, so this is going to be a good chance to do so. So, once again, to contribute with all of the other fuckery in this game, this deck with the Cardians from the Arc 5 era, fun little thing in the anime. I watched the old dude using them. Pretty funny, pretty cool. But in real life TCG, shit like this ain't right. So, when I played this dude, I'm never gonna forget this shit. I played a lot of Exodia decks and a lot of tactics where the dude played for like freaking 30 minutes. This dude, this fucking dude, I don't know how the fuck he managed to do it, why the timer didn't run out, how the rules used to work, I don't have a clue. I swear to fucking God, this dude that I'm just speeding the match right now took 40 fucking minutes, if not more, for this game to end. I think it went for like over an hour because I had like a turn or two as well before he managed to do the shit. But he's gonna be bringing the Cardians, drawing cards all damn day, bring in a Synchro bitch. That's just gonna constantly loop and loop and loop, bring back, get rid of, Synchro to her again, rinse and repeat, to draw his whole damn deck and draw Exodia. It was one of the most frustrating things, one of the slowest things I've ever experienced in Yu-Gi-Oh! It just took so long. At least the damn fucking fairy deck with the Dark Lords, it took a long as time, but it didn't take as long as this one. So he's doing the shit. Just keep in mind, I've sped this up. And this is after you see it like in a replay in Master Duel. If this was an actual game, on the actual Master Duel game, and imagine this in real life where the player has to shuffle the deck, manually search the cards to take the time, you would have to sit there for 4 hours for this shit to be over. Seriously. My God. Just gonna wait for him. Just pay attention. Pay attention to this fucking shit. I'll never understand why they do this. Like, they're supposed to, when they're gonna come out with cards, there's supposed to be like a department where they check and playtest all these things and their effects and all the cards. I don't understand how, if they're playtesting this shit, they think is okay, and then they still print the cards, only to ban them and limit them, and then bring out some new cards with the same shit. Let's wait for this fucker. And then the last one, I've saved the best for last. The best fucking match for last. Best, like in quotation marks. I really mean it's the worst match. So, and look at the size of his hand too. Like seriously, he's gonna draw his whole damn deck in the hand. Ah, man, Pot of Avarice too. Why does that card is back in the game? I will never know. When you can just throw in a bunch of monsters in the graveyard, more than 5 monsters in 3 seconds in today's day and age, with all of the engines and all of the other cards that let you summon a bunch of shit. Why they thought, let's bring back Pot of Avarice, I'll never know. It's like a freaking Pot of Greed, worse than Pot of Greed. Okay. And then the last match. Oh my God, I've been waiting a long time to talk about this fucking shit. Fucking, yes, this is Flower and Dries. Had to wait a second to make sure. Mere words cannot describe how much I fucking hate this autopilot novice proof this deck plays itself word for word. It's one of the top worst decks that plays itself automatically. You barely have to think, you just play the cards and they do everything for you. Number 1, every fucking card in this deck is a fucking searcher, so it's already gonna be bullshit. Decks that every freaking card in the archetype is a searcher is already unfair. That's number 1. All of them minus 1 that just when he's summoned, he banishes a card from your graveyard, which is still a strong effect. So that's the first bullshit. They give you an additional normal summon when they get summoned and they get their search. So it's basically a tribute summon deck. Summon a bunch of the dudes, get a bunch of normal summons, and then you can get your tribute summon guys for free. They fucking had to give them effects that loops them eternally. So they banish themselves, and when you summon another dude, you can get the other fuckers from the banished zone, put them back in your hand. So no matter how many times you get rid of them, all they gotta do is summon another dude, they're gonna get all of the damn pieces back in hand. And then on top of all this bullshit, they thought, okay, it's a good idea to give these guys disruption on your opponent's turn. Like, the only way to stop these dudes, besides having like Solemn Strike back rows and other ways to negate their normal summon so you can stop them in their tracks, You need to have like infinite back row removal, like mass back row removal, to get rid of their fucking field spell, their other fucking continuous spell card. They're just gonna let them tribute summon your guys on your turn. Get more summons on your turn. They get more pluses because they're summoning the dudes that give you searches on their turn. And then tribute summon dudes with broken effects, like this penguin dude. This fucking penguin dude is a searcher. Negates effects. Special summon monsters need to be in defense mode, otherwise they don't work. Gives you a fucking summon. And then what else? A fourth effect. Oh right, and he acts like an honest dude. You can dump a Flower and D's dude from your hand, and he acts like a battle phase trap as well. 4 fucking broken effects. He would have been strong with 3, he would have been strong with 2. But no, they had to go with all 4. My god. I mean, I showcased Flower and D's in the no extra deck format, and I did kind of okay with them with Fire Fist. Kind of okay. I still took some L's. But they have so many damn benefits, and they're not even considered like top tiers, and people are going to tell me. Fuck all that. Because it's all normal summons, they can bypass Maxi. They don't care about Maxi. Okay? Decks like Pot of Prosperity and Pot of Duplicity, whatever the fuck it's called, the Pot of Greed card, basically. Banish 6 from your extra deck, draw 2 cards. Play it on the first turn, on the first card you play at the start of your main phase. They get that card for free because they don't really give a fuck for an extra deck. Look at all this shit. Look at all the card advantage he has. 50 billion cards in hand, all of these monsters down, perfect control. But anyways, these were the fucking matches. Hope you guys enjoyed them or hated them as I did. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll be focusing on Silver Tempest, hopefully. I'm gonna be back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Some different time. So, Sabro, Final Four, was up?